Dan was not just a preacher. He was the kind of preacher you would not want to sit next to on a bus. And that's true. I was that guy. Have you seen that guy around? Ever out on the street corners, on the park benches, knocking on doors? I was that guy. I knocked on doors. I thought the world was ending any minute, and you didn't know it. You poor, lost, blind heathens. You didn't know it, but you were secretly starving for the wonderful message that I had. That I was going. It was your lucky day when God directed you to sit next to me on the bus. Really. After a little bit of talking, a chit-chat, I would look over at you and say, "Excuse me for saying this, but I can see that you really have some deep struggles in your life, don't you?" How does he know? I got to tell you that the tactics of evangelism are crude and simple and transparent and embarrassing, but they work. If you want to be an evangelist, just do it. If you want to be a missionary, just do it. It works. There's all these people out there that are susceptible and gullible and wondering, and they see somebody like me who's confident. I know what I'm talking about. I have answers, and I'm religious. Most people go, "Oh, maybe I don't have the answers. Maybe he does." I would look over at you and say, "You know, you're struggling with a personal relationship in your life right now. How does he know?" And I know I used to feel the same way you do, and you're wondering about what's it all about, why are you here, what's the meaning of life, what happens after we die, what is your purpose, where do you fit in, how do you make sense of it all? I used to feel that way, like a ship without a rudder, and are you just trying to go day to day? Well, I felt that way too, but I have an answer, and the answer is Jesus. Thanks for laughing, but most people don't. I rarely had any doors slammed in my face. I rarely had anybody come back at me with any informed criticism. Where were you guys? I could have used a little bit of that. Maybe I did meet some atheists, but you just kept your mouth shut out of respect, right? Well, don't do that. I don't mean you should be disrespectful, but say something. If nothing else, say, "I respect your opinion, but I disagree." If nothing else, say that, so that I would know, that we would know that there is disagreement out there. You don't have to get in a big, long fight. In fact, sometimes it's better not to, all right? But just let it be known. Now, wear your Richard Dawkins Foundation A pin everywhere you go, and people will ask. Someone finally asked me what it meant. It was one of the guards at the Canadian in Toronto at the airport in Canada. "What is that A for?" And I said, "It's for atheism." And she went, "Oh." That was it. But I mean, that was better than nothing. A little, I guess, maybe once an evangelist, always an evangelist. When I was 15 years old, I was sitting in a church meeting with an altar call and a call to the ministry. It was a charismatic church. And I was feeling the Spirit. I'd already been born again. I'd already prayed to Jesus to forgive me of my sins and to make me born again, all that. But what am I going to do with my life? You know, what am I trying to, what do I want? And there's a verse they preach, to go into the whole world and preach the gospel to every creature. And I thought, yes, that's what I want to do. That's where I'm going to fit in. And I felt this amazing thing inside. And I prayed in tongues. And I can still pray in tongues, actually, and I won't do it here, but it's embarrassing. But you know what? It works. I can still pray in tongues right now, and every once in a while, every year or two, I'll try it just to see. It doesn't wear off. And as an atheist, I will close my eyes and I will get goosebumps. I will feel this presence it's like a father figure right here, talking to my brain. It will be like this peace that passes understanding, this sort of integration and inner joy that almost brings tears to my eyes. And it's a very real thing that happens with some people that are on this end of the bell curve of susceptibility to mysticism. Some of you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, right? Some of you went to church and you're looking around going, huh? Well, but some of you know what I'm talking about. You're over here on this end of things, and